So from 1918 to 1940, they enjoyed independence. After 1940, the Soviet Union took over. After they have shared them like commodity. Germany and the Soviet Union shared Lithuania, shared Latvia, shared Estonia, like they are sharing you today in Nigeria. Tomorrow you wake up, they say you belong to Kogi. Where Igbo man is speaking Igbo in Kogi state, they shared you. Where Igbo man is speaking Igbo in Benue state, they shared you. And Nigeria is sharing us, and nobody is talking. And they thought they have actually conquered everybody. The same thing they did to these people. They shared them among themselves. Now, like I said, they were assigned to Soviet occupation in 1940 and converted into Soviet Socialist Republic. Are you paying attention? In Lithuania's case, President Antanas Smetona left the country rather than accept the occupation. Instead of this man to accept the occupation, he left the country and, believe me, probably from government in exile. He did not sign but turned over his presidential duties to Prime Minister Antanas Mericus. As per the constitution, the next day, Mericus declared himself president in his own right. The cabinet confirmed Mericus in office, claiming that Smetona had effectively resigned by leaving the country. 2 days later, under Soviet Union pressure, Mericus appointed Justas, because they are now the puppet of the Soviet Union, a left-wing journalist and longtime opponent of the Smetona regime, as prime minister. Mericus then resigned at Moscow insistence, making Palex acting president as well. So you see, they have put pressure, the Soviet Union from Russia have put pressure up to the point of appointing their own person, who is their puppet, as a prime minister. That one become president overnight to protect the interests of the enablers and the vendors. The Soviet Union then used the Palex government to give the final Soviet takeover the appearance of legality. They have to use somebody inside. Always like that. Just like they destroyed IPOB Nigeria today. What Mazinam Dikano suffered for many years, if not that God used many of us to rescue the Biafra struggle. The Biafra struggle would have been gone since 2021. Ejiofor wanted to be like Onyema of APIS that used the militant in Niger Delta to become an aeroplane operator. Many of you don't know how Onyema made his money. He was negotiating the amnesty of the militant, this Asari pig, Tompolo, all of them. Onyema was the one who negotiated on behalf of them. And Nigeria pumped money into his account. And he used that money to become aeroplane island operator. Today, it is where he makes the money. Many of you don't know that. He was the only one, as a lawyer then, going to the creek to make deal with this Asari idiot. He used the money to become a billionaire today. While the people who were fighting, carrying gun, as they are known for them, were just ordinary pipeline guiding. They were guiding ordinary pipeline. Today, Tompolo take the same measure and the same step. The Soviet authority undertook Sovietization policy, nationalization of all private property. You see, immediately they put their own person. They begin to nationalize, privatize all the property, collectiveness of all agriculture, suppression of the Catholic Church, and the imposition of the totalitarian control. At the same time, free education and the free national health system were also introduced. The armed anti-Soviet partisan were liquidated, everything liquidated, just the way they want to do to Biafra. By attacking ESN, a military Mazina Mikano was captured, they sold everything, and Samonekba came out from nowhere. By 1953, approximately 56,000 Lithuanians, dubbed enemies of the people, were deported into Serbia. I want you to understand, when the enemy and the invaders and the conquest want to attack you, they use everything within and without. After the death of Joseph Stalin in 1953, the Soviet Union adopted the Stalinization policy and ended mass persecution. Non-violent resistance continued both in Lithuania and among the Lithuanian diaspora. Among the Lithuanian diaspora, both in Lithuania, just like both in Biafra land today, and among the Biafran diaspora, which many of us are part of. This movement were secret. This movement were secret. Just the way Biafra movement were secret. This movement were secret, illegal, and more focused on social issues, human rights, and cultural affairs, rather than political demand. Are you listening to me? Now, independent movement. As Mikhail attempted to retrieve the economy of the Soviet Union, he introduced the glasnost and the perestroika restructuring, the same thing Nigeria is trying to do. All these things were aimed at making sure that they continue to force everybody into the union when they are not actually part of the union. Now, that led to the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Lithuania in 1990. And here you have on the comment highlighted the signatures of 120-something people, 124 signatures, as you can see here. In Biafra, we will have up to 1,000 signatures, maybe 500 signatures, who knows how many people, delegate of Biafra's representative that will be in Finland to sign and append their signature on the declaration document after over 50 million have voted in the self-referendum. Our own is very peculiar. I want you to understand that this particular liberation of Biafra is something that nobody else have ever done. We don't have any comparison anywhere in the world. We have designed a way, a pathway to exit Nigeria that no other people have used in the past. And we call it the multidimensional approach. After the declaration, we will make sure that all the terrorists in Biafra land is eliminated. Until one person is remaining from them, we will still eliminate that person. At the end of the day, we are going to sit on the round table and Nigeria will grant and accept and approve the referendum that the Biafra government in exile and the homeland have conducted. That is the way it is going to end. Go and mark my word. We will kill them. These terrorists that are coming to kill our people. Okoma community has been burned and people have been killed. Innocent Nigerians do call themselves Nigerians. Many of them will identify with Nigeria. They have killed them. Many of them who identify themselves as Biafrans, they have also killed them. And one thing is that nobody will kill us again without revenge. We will retaliate brutally. And I'm telling you that every Nigeria wearing uniform person in Biafra land remain a wanted person. You can't kill us again and go free. We will continue to hunt them till the last day. Nigeria will recognize that Biafra has conducted an referendum and must accept the result of that referendum. Because they are going to accept this result, whether they like it or not. I want you to understand that before now, we have no mandate. As per se, our mandate is the mandate we believe that Nigeria is not working and Biafra needs freedom. But from December 2nd, we are going to have a documented mandate. Mandate given to us by the Biafra people. Mandate given to us by over 50 million who have voted in the first and second round of the referendum. Mandate where we are going to sign document and make the document a living document, legal document that will be recognized anywhere in the world. And that is where we are going to put our hand, hang our hand on and say to any person that care to listen, we have the mandate of the Biafra people and here is the mandate. The declaration drafting committee is doing their job. They are going to also come up with a document just like what you are seeing here in the comment section, where every delegate in Finland is going to put their signature. That declaration of Biafra, restoration of independence of Biafra, is going to come like a book because our problem is peculiar. Our problem, there is no other country that have gone through what we've gone through. Our grievances will be a book. So in that book, we're going to have the grievances listed in the book, and then we're going to have just small paper like this, what you are seeing on the screen, what is going to be the declaration wording of the Biafra restoration of independent state on the 2nd of December. And after that, the entire delegate in Finland will append their signature. The Biafra flag then will be raised to the highest level. I welcome every one of you this evening. The Biafra Liberation Army have decimated the terrorists, the Zoo terrorists, twice today. The first time they came, we spoke in a very powerful language with Ogbunigwe. The second time they came, they collected water. So I'm talking to you today. Many of these terrorists have fallen. Thank you very much. The media team, over to you. I'll be taking questions for the next 20 minutes. Thank you.
Yes, PM. Thank you. Please, co-host Minister Vam. Thank you so much. Biafran people and everyone that have keyed in, reach out to the mic and ask your questions, please. Be straight to the point, because the Prime Minister may not have all the time for this. Just go straight to your point. Jaja God, you will go first, but before then, Minister Ajare, you have the mic. Vam, you're not there. Okay, Jaja God.
Okay, I muted myself. Thank you, my able PM. May continue to strengthen you and use you the way he has done so far. And Biafrans will give God glory for it, because we are very close to the threshold of Biafra. So please, as your hands are up, 60 seconds, please do not hesitate to bring your questions. Very engaging questions. As you can see, everything happening before your very eyes, and Biafra is unfolding right before us. Okay, who is the first person? My minister?
Jaja God.
Okay, Jaja God, please grab the mic, please.
Thank you so much, my Prime Minister. Mmejiri Wago, ndị ilo si n'ọdụ ha nkọ, mana ha ekwetago n'ọdụ nkọ. Anyị na-ekene gị n'ife ị na-eme. Daalụ. Chineke ya ga n'iru na-akwado. Our own Minister of Information, Mazi Sonny, I salute you from here, and our Deputy Raf, Vam, I salute you from here. My Minister, my Prime Minister, I really don't have any question, but I want to say something based on this emergency broadcast. The drug lord came out the other day to say that that they are going through reform of Nigeria, and they will take a very strong and drastic decisions. And I want to say that every reform that you are taking Biafrans through, and every drastic decisions that you are making to see that our freedom is achieved, that over 8-something million Biafrans are strongly behind you. And in Finland, you will know how serious they are to see you get this freedom for us. Thank you so much, my PM. May God alone continue to strengthen you on this hard work that you are doing. Thank you. I salute you from here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jaja Godson. All right, we have Adan Dimbunandegede. Please bring up your question. Please remember to raise your hands. Other people in the room, raise your hands, and that will make us identify you very quickly. Thank you. Another Alama, please unmute yourself.
It's now the 2nd of December. Can restore Biafra? We are not lady. Even the chase update, Jim. Our baby isn't that now that day. that Biafran flag yari enu because we na-ajụ Biafran flag yari enu or new Biafran flag or old one nke anyị na-use.
I think one of the sons of God, due to migration cross, that he is the father of Ndi Igbo. That is why you see places like Agopundre and Aguleri where there is Obu Gade. And that's a trace of history. That's how we trace our history. Meanwhile, welcome back. In the shadow for Anambra State now as IPOB don't won against intimidation of Biafra and defend seat at home. And the indigenous people of Biafra, they want Soludo on this one, or they say, they don't want to make the Biafrans become intimidated because of this sit at home. Or make we go to the full detail of the information, make you see what they happen there. But of course, you know that politicians, they know the agree. If you see Soludo, that's not the man wait there for your scream. Some of you where we say no Soludo. Soludo na the governor of Anambra State, state where we say he dey for the southeastern part of Nigeria. Now this man where they see for your screen, now him be the governor where they govern that state. Soludo was some time ago the governor of CBN, and he also upholds a doctorate degree. So he's a full-fledged man. When it comes to academic, he is well prepared. Politics, he is there also. But if there are, some people are trying to do comparison between Soludo and Nani P2B, how he led Anambra State, and even what is his name, Obiano. And people are saying that there are big lapses when you compare Soludo and P2B, that P2B was able to handle a lot of things. Another man that had good way for the Anambra was Ngige. Ngige had good way for the Anambra people, because for the few time Ngige was in office, Anambra people enjoyed good road and the rest of them. Ngige was one of the governors those days. I could remember that if they are doing road construction, you will see the governor coming at the site of the construction to see what the constructors are doing. And that gave the constructors the fear that the governor is coming to check his work. And I think that is what is called accountability. You are a governor who has signed a contract, and you should also come there to inspect the contract to make sure that the people are giving you the quality you want. And that was what Ngige represented that time. Even though the history said that he came into power through crooked way, after him and P2B went to court, P2B won and P2B was able to go back to power. But I think people like Ngige also should be given another opportunity in Anambra State. But there are some things that people will do. You will know that these people have heart interest for their community. Ngige did not only develop his own town, he developed a lot of places, both Gide, Okpo, and the rest of them. Meanwhile, let's go to this battle banter, or should I say word banter, between the indigenous people of Biafra and Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo. Oh yeah, let's go down. The indigenous people of Biafra has called on Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo to halt what they describe as the continuous intimidation of Biafrans in Anambra State. In a statement released by IPOB's Media and Publicity Secretary Emma Powerful titled, IPOB calls on Soludo and his cronies to be careful over continuous intimidation of Biafrans in Anambra State. The group emphasized that the ongoing Monday sit-at-home protests in the southeast are not a result of coercion, but rather a voluntary act of solidarity with their detained leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB urged Governor Soludo not to underestimate the deep affection that Biafrans, both within the 13 Igbo-dominated states in Nigeria and in the diaspora, have for Kanu. They stated that the sit-at-home protests, which were initially called off by IPOB but continue to be observed, represent a form of self-sacrifice and a peaceful means of expressing displeasure over Kanu's prolonged detention. The statement read, "We, the great and noble family of the indigenous people of Biafra, under the command of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, wish to inform Governor Chukwuma Soludo not to underestimate the deep affection Biafrans in global land and beyond have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People are staying at home for home on Mondays voluntarily, not because of threats from individuals or coercion by any actors. All they want is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The group further criticized the Southeast governors, including Soludo, for failing to act on their promises to formally request Kanu's release from President Bola Tinubu. IPOB reminded the public that nearly 6 months have passed since the governors resolved in a meeting in Enugu to visit President for Kanu's release, yet no action has been taken. Insecurity in Anambra and across the southeast continues, and we believe that the only solution is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The statement added, "You governors are playing politics with the sit-at-home protests and the insecurity that plagues our land because you fail to recognize the deep-seated anger our people feel over your inactions." IPOB also accused the governor of benefiting financially from the insecurity in the region, alleging that they are taking advantage of inflated security budgets. They insisted that those participating in the sit-at-home protests are exercising their right to peaceful protest and should not be subjected to intimidation or punishment. The group concluded by affirmation that the sit-at-home protest will continue until Kanu is released, urging Soludo to reconsider his approach to this issue. Those choosing to sit at home are doing so far for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As no one else, you cannot stop it by force. All right, wonderful people, welcome back. This is coming from Emma Powerful, the spokesperson for the indigenous people of Biafra. And I know some people are posing some questions to me. They are saying, Nyokopus, who is even this Emma Powerful? Me, I don't know the man because I have not seen him before. But some people are saying that the name Emma Powerful is just an office name for the indigenous people of Biafra. And that is so funny. As it be, let's go to another information from the Ohaneze Igbo as Katakata dot the fall it there. Remember that it seems as if the seat of Ohaneze Igbo has taken a lot of people. Now, there is a fight who is going to become the next president general of Ohaneze Igbo, and that is the current fight that is going on. And I'm going to take you straight to the issue, straight to the matter direct, so that you will see what is happening. I thought that by this time that what we'll be reading in our area is peace, because everybody has seen the condition of the nation. There is inflation everywhere. There is food scarcity, data scarcity, fuel scarcity, and the rest of them. And I'm thinking that this should be the time every region should come together and see best to how best they can sort their problem out. But the politicians are fakao. They know they hear, they know they listen. Meanwhile, let's go down to the full detail of the information as Ohaneze Igbo has become started their own banter and battle of who becomes the next president of Ohaneze Igbo. I didn't expect this from Ohaneze Igbo, but meanwhile, it has happened, and my work is to make sure that I bring you the full detail of the information. Let's go down so that you will see what is happening there. Ohaneze Igbo condemned alleged scheme to install former governor as president general. Who is this former governor? Follow me as we go down to the full detail of the information. The Ohaneze Igbo, the Apex Igbo Sociocultural Organization representing the interests and aspiration of Igbo people, find it imperative to address a matter of profound concern that threatens the integrity and democratic foundation of our esteemed organization. With less than 90 days until the scheduled Ohaneze Igbo general election on January 10th to 11th, 2025, we feel compelled to issue an unequivocal warning against the surreptitious schemes that are purportedly being orchestrated by two governors from the southeast. Recent actions suggest that an unpatriotic Igbo organization has been mobilized to entice Chief Ikedi Ohakim, a respected former governor, into pursuing a non-existent position as President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, we urge Chief Ohakim to summon his righteous resolve and unequivocally decline such temptations. At this stage of his life, with a rich and storied political history, we implore him to focus on the political landscape where his leadership is genuinely needed, whether that be as a governor for a single term, senator, vice president, or even the president of Nigeria in the near future. Should Chief Ohakim heed to the voice of wisdom, Ohanaeze Ndigbo will frequently support his re-election as governor of Imo State. I think that should I call it a sarcasm or indirect talk or a political tussle? But meanwhile, this is not the food eater. We are still going down. Okay, Chief Ohakim must take heed and be mindful of those deceitful political elites who have misled two Igbo elder statesmen from Imo State, leading them to dismissal and despite the numerous admonition from Igbo College of Archbishop and Bishop advocating for peace and restoration within Ohanaeze Ndigbo. He should recognize that the leadership of Ohanaeze Ndigbo is presently in a constitutionally mandated transition period, and it would be both short-sighted and detrimental for him to act as an impediment to the emergence of the next President General from Rivers State. I told you that this is a political banter. They are now bringing the people of Rivers State into the matter. As a sagacious leader, Chief Ikedo Hakim is certainly aware of the sacred opportunity he was afforded during his tenure as governor of Imo State from 2007 to 2011. In spite of the myriad challenges that marred his administration, the divine has cleansed his reputation. Thus, it is incumbent upon him to reject the allure of those whose intentions do not align with the prosperity of our people. He must refuse any invitation to act as an obstacle in the critical transition phase for Ohanaeze Ndigbo. The restoration of our Igbo lineage in Rivers State, which has suffered greatly since the Biafra War, is a mission requiring collective strength and unity. We strongly condemn any attempt to amend the Ohanaeze Ndigbo Constitution with the aim of facilitating a tenure elongating for the current President General from Imo State by any means. Such actions are inherently legitimated and betray the principle upon which our esteemed organization was founded. We characterize such proposal as sordid, satanic, and barbaric in nature, and we wish to communicate this without any ambiguity. Furthermore, we assert categorically there is no justification for the underhanded maneuvering aimed at sidelining Rivers State in the election for the next President General. The collective identity of our lineage in Rivers has faced relentless challenges since the conclusion of Biafra War in 1970, which have resulted in their marginalization. To deny Rivers State the opportunity to assume the position of President General in 2025 would constitute an egregious extension of 24 years of subjugation, an affront to the unity and aspiration of our people. This is a clarion call for us to reclaim and fortify our bonds with our compatriots in Rivers State. Our efforts are both a political necessity and moral obligation, echoing the responsibilities we hold towards one another as members of the illustrious Igbo heritage. We must dismantle the artificial barriers that have served to divide us since the end of the Biafra conflict. As we approach the conclusion of the current President General's tenure from Imo State, we reiterate that there is no vacancy to be filled through deceitful means. The palpable discontent permeating our communities, a reflection of the incessant tragedies we face, should serve as a resounding wake-up call to repudiate these entrenched illicit agendas. Deceits of Igbo land and Chukwu Okike Abiama are displeased, and we implore all involved in these conspiracies to cease their treacherous design and uphold the tenets of the Ohaneze Ndigbo Constitution, particularly regarding Rivers State's rightful turn as President General. Mazi Okechukwu Isiguzoro, Secretary General of Ohaneze Ndigbo, has definitely stated that our organization is neither a refuge for failed politicians nor a channel for political allies seeking to enhance their ambition at the expense of our collective identity. We stand poised against any attempt to usher a former governor into the leadership of Ohaneze Ndigbo. Those contemplating such action must heed the warnings of our ancestral spirit, for historical precedents show that those who defy divine will face severe repercussions. In conclusion, let this press release resonate as a firm affirmation of our unwavering commitment to transparency, unity, and the indomitable spirit of Igbo people. We call upon all members of Ohaneze Ndigbo as well as our fellow citizens to remain vigilant in confronting these challenges. Together, we will ensure that our next leader emerges through a transparent process that embodies the collective will of the Igbo people, an authentic representation of our hope, value, and aspirations. Signed, Mazi Okechukwu Isiguzoro, General Secretary, Ohaneze Ndigbo. All right. If you are with me through all those reading, you will find out that what Isiguzoro is trying to communicate to everybody is that this is the time for the River State people to take position, because all those English and write up and long story is that that this is the time of River State, that there are some people who are advising Ike the Hakim, who was the former governor of Imo